was kind of like no point in having all the extra stuff, you know, or paying for a lawyer that we didn't need and stuff like that.
Why fight it? I was secretly delighted. I gave chase and then I let you win. Know that I never knew that you are crazy glue, my darling, and I'm stuck to you. But I'm cozy and I don't wanna wiggle loose. I don't wanna wiggle loose.
Hey everybody! Happy Memorial Day! Sorry I look like this today. It's not the best day. We went swimming today, so I don't have any makeup on. Sorry, not sorry. So this weekend was kind of like laid back. We didn't really do a whole lot. Friday or Thursday, I think I made an appointment, a phone conference with the surrogacy lawyer in Idaho. So she's supposed to call me tomorrow at 10 o'clock, or 10 o'clock her time, 12 o'clock my time. So I'm excited to see what she has to say. I've talked to her before. I talked to her last year, but that was prior to us having anything, any eggs, any embryos, before doing IVF completely. So we were instructed by my doctor that before moving forward with like psych evals, before moving forward with lawyers, like we should make sure that we get embryos. Because if we didn't get any embryos, then there was kind of like no point in having all the extra stuff, you know, or paying for a lawyer that we didn't need and stuff like that. But now that we do have embryos, we can move forward. And we actually, now we have a medical clearance. We have a psych clearance. So now we're just waiting on contracts to go through. And I guess my sister-in-law also needs a lawyer. So we got to figure that out. I've tried several different lawyers in the state of Idaho because that's where the baby will be born. And they're crazy expensive. I called 3 separate lawyers, and one of them, she called me back, and she was really super sweet, and I didn't answer the phone, so she left a voicemail. She's like, hi, I just want to let you know that, you know, this is how much it's going to cost. And literally, like, every time she would be like, and there's a retainer for this, and there's a retainer for this, and there's a retainer for this. And I was like, all right, she said retainer one too many times, so I think we're just going to have to delete that. Because literally, she was like, a retainer for the contract, a retainer for the post-birth order, a retainer for everything. And then she's like, and then after that, it's going to be $300 an hour. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's just too much for me right now. So from what I remember talking to the first lawyer last year, she seemed more affordable, maybe a little bit harder to get a hold of, I'm not sure, but more affordable. So we'll see. Crossing my fingers that all goes well and that we're able to move through this seamlessly and have contracts so we can move forward. I have had baby fever like none other these past like couple of weeks. I guess it's like baby season and every baby is being born, but my Facebook wall is like filled with the cutest little babies that I've seen, and I'm just so like, I want a baby. I need a baby. I want a baby right now. Like I said, we've been working on this for about 4 years. And I've been trying to stay patient, but it's really hard, you guys. It's very hard. So, hopefully we can get this done, taken care of, and move forward and get to baby making. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on this week and what I scheduled for last week. Like I said, this weekend was just kind of boring. I didn't feel really good on Saturday, and just kind of laid around. I did have my echo last week, like I told you guys that I would. And for those of you that don't know, an echo is just a sonogram of your heart. They just put like that gicky stuff on one of the little probes, and they like put it on your chest, and it can, you know, see your whole heart and your lungs and everything. So they did that. It took about 30 minutes. It said at the clinic I couldn't film, so sorry I couldn't attach that here, but the lady was super nice that did the echo. She was really informative. She was telling me, you know, everything what to look for, and sometimes they can't get the pulmonary pressure, so here's the trick. And then you know, the whole time I was like looking at the screen, I know what I'm looking at. You know, I know what the abbreviation is for the pressures. And so she was very open with me. She's like, yeah, so you know what that is, right? And I was like, yeah, I know what that is. That's my pressures. And she measured them to be between 43 and 49, which is probably one of the higher readings that I've ever had since having pulmonary hypertension. And just for you guys a reference, a normal person has below 25, and mine is 43 to 49. So it's almost double, you guys. I've been having a lot of shortness of breath these last few weeks. My rib has hurt, right where my pulmonary arteries are hurt. And the only reason I'm saying that, you guys, and even know, is because that's where the sonogram tech was like really like going at it. And she's like, yeah, here's your pulmonary pressures. And so I was like, that's why it hurts there. And it had been hurting there a couple weeks prior to getting the echo. And for most of you guys that have been following this journey, you know that the past couple weeks have been super stressful with me. We've had some incidents with Caden, you know, behavior at school. And my grandma just passed away, and we had hospice in and out of our house for a couple of weeks, and it's just been a roller coaster of emotions. So I've just been trying to like lay low and trying to keep my stress levels down. And yeah, just trying to stay as calm as one can be with 2 children and the catastrophe that we've gone through with the death of my grandmother, and like the stress of having to clean her house out. Like, I'm trying to remain calm. I need to go back to acupuncture. I did it prior to IVF, and it did help me. I was able to be relaxed, and I just need to go back and just try to, like, go to my happy place and just become as stress-free as one can possibly be. So, because for those of you that don't know, stress can actually make pH worse, and so I have a sneaking suspicion that's why my pressures are so high. Like I said, usually they're pretty low. Every echo that I've had, they've been like in the 20s, sometimes in the teens, which is really good. So this kind of sucks that it's high like it is right now. And along with the stress, it's been ungodly hot here. I mean, today, my ankles were sweating, you guys. We went swimming at a friend's house. She was so nice to have us over. She had us and a couple of our other friends over, and our kids got to swim in her pool, but I was dying. My ankles were sweating, you guys. My ankles were sweating. I didn't even know your ankles could sweat. They were sweating. And we were only out there for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we were under her porch with fans going, and it was just blazing hot. So I think it's all those things kind of combined together, like the stress and the heat and everything like that. So I'm just going to take some time to kind of like lay low and take it all in, try to plan some stuff for my kids for this summer. God knows that I need some kind of plan, because this mama is gonna die if I don't have a plan. These kids try to run me into the ground every time that it's summer. So I gotta get on Pinterest and find me some kind of plan, and hopefully I can make it through 8 weeks of summer. We have a trip to Dallas planned because, like I said, we have to go clean out my grandma's house, so I'll probably be there for a week sometime this summer. And hopefully the rest can just be fun, relaxing summer. So anyways, that's all I got to chat about today. Sorry that I've been kind of MIA lately, you guys. But I do want to thank you guys so much for subscribing and following. And we are at 96 subscribers. We're almost to 100. I'm excited. Hopefully by next video we'll have 100. And we can plan something fun to do. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I know today's Monday, so get the rest of the week out of the way. It will be Friday before you know it. And hopefully I will see you guys this week. Bye, you guys. Have a good week.